مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم به.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Hello grade 8 students. It is my pleasure to teach you again in my third and final video for this week. Our task today is mainly about speaking and writing. So open your students book page 81. Before going through our lesson, I would like to have a quick look at the objectives of today's lesson. Our first objective is to understand what is meant by the Red Nose Day via watching the video. The second one is to skim the text to get the main idea appropriately. The third one is to complete the fact file correctly. And our final one is to match the paragraphs with sentences from 1 to 4 correctly. Students, look at the text in front of you and tell me how many paragraphs are there in this text? Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 paragraphs. Okay? Now, my students, read paragraph number 1 and tell me, when was it celebrated? Great. In 1988. Right? And why was it celebrated? Fantastic. To raise money for healthcare education in the UK. There are lots of questions to be answered, but now you've got to read the text carefully. Then it's your turn to fill in in the fact file with the correct information. Now, question number 1. Where did it start? Where did the Red Nose Day start? Yes, great. In the UK. It started in the UK. Question number 2. When did it start? Now, go back to the text and read paragraph number 1. You can easily find the year when it was started. Great. It started in 1988. Now, how often, right? Every 2 years. Every 2 years. And when did it start, or when was it celebrated? Fantastic. In the spring. Right? The fourth question. How long did it start? How long did it last? Great. It lasted for a day. It lasts for a day. Just one day. Okay. Which activities were carried out or were practiced on this day? Okay. What to wear? To wear a red plastic nose. And what do you have to do? What do you do? To tell jokes or to do funny things and ask people to donate money. To make people laugh at your jokes, so as and donate money at the same time. What to look out for? Yes, to look out for events near you. And then what to watch? Yes, you can watch a special TV program on TV. So that's the fact file about the Red Nose Day. Okay? Now, let's move on to the second task. The second task for today's lesson is to read the plan below and the sentences from 1 to 4. We have 4 sentences on the right side of the page. Then you have to decide which paragraph these sentences should be in. You have to write 1 for the introduction, M for the main part, and C for the conclusion. So each paragraph has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So 1 for the introduction, M for the main part or the body of the paragraph, and C for the conclusion. Okay, now number one. Number one, the walkathon is a popular event, but not everyone wants to take part. Many people prefer to watch. Number two, on the big day, people bought colorful balloons in the streets around their homes. Many visitors come from outside the city too. Number three, everyone in the city has a great time on the day of the walkathon, whatever they decide to do. Best of all, we raise more and more money every year. Number four, every summer, my city holds a walkathon to raise money for charity. It always takes place on the first Saturday in June. Now, let's answer. Let's fill in the spaces with the correct answer. Number one, correct. Number one is M, which stands for the main part. The main part is the walkathon is the popular event, but not everyone wants to take part. Many people prefer to watch. So this sentence it should be in the middle, in the main part, in the body paragraph. Number two, the second one, yes, on the big day, people put colorful balloons in the streets around their homes. Many visitors come from outside the city too. Also, the sentence should be placed in the middle of the paragraph, not in the introduction or in the end of the paragraph or the concluding paragraph. The third one is everyone in the city has a great time on the day of the walkathon, whatever they decide to do. Best of all, we raise money and more money every year. So this is the concluding paragraph, the conclusion. And the introduction is every summer, this is the introduction. Every summer, my city holds a walkathon to raise money for charity. It always takes place on the first Sunday in June. So when you combine all these sentences together, it makes a wonderful paragraph, including the introduction, the body or the main part, and the conclusion. The introduction is every summer my city holds a walkathon to raise money for charity. It always takes place on the first Saturday in June. So this is the introduction. Then we come to the middle or the body paragraph. The body paragraph starts with the walkathon is a popular event, but not everyone wants to take part. Many people prefer to watch. In addition to that, one more sentence that is on the big day, people put colorful balloons in the streets around their homes. Many visitors come from outside in the city too. Then the concluding paragraph or the conclusion is everyone in the city has a great time on the day of the walkathon, whatever they decide to do. Best of all, we raise money and more money every year. So this is the correct sequence of the paragraph, starting with the introduction, body, and the conclusion. Now, my students, it's your turn to do a research and find information about an interesting celebration, festival, or events that takes place in your country. For example, the sports day, the national day, Mother's Day, or any other events. You have to write the description of it following the example that I have just introduced to you. You can follow the plan or go to the workbook page 89 and follow the plan in the student's book page 81 and write a correct paragraph, even a short paragraph, including no more than 4 sentences like the one that we've just done in the student's book, page 81. You can do that in your workbook page 89. Okay. The final step today is to play the game, the word wall game, which focuses and concentrates on the main idea that we've just covered today, including the Red Nose Day. It has got lots of information about the Red Nose Day. It will be enjoyable for you. By this, we come to the end of our final video for today. Thank you for watching and listening, and I wish you all the best.
مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم به